CCA students come from across the country, from across the world. They bring rich experience in different cultures, and they come together and have learning experiences that allow them to cross over between disciplines and really learn from one another. I think that art school is a very competitive choice for young people who want to have a positive impact on the world and believe that they can bring creative energy to solving some of the problems that face us today.
A lot of students that come to CCA come here because they're questioning, they're thinking critically.
I'm very into documentary photography. I want to be traveling. I want to be working on issues of social justice, whether it be America or poverty, working overseas, working in conflict zones.
I'm originally from Los Angeles, California, South Central, similar to the area in which I'm doing my thesis on. My thesis deals with American housing projects and how within those spaces gangs have been able to maintain control through reappropriation of the space. So I'm taking the gang's tactics and seeing if those same tactics and strategies can be re-implemented to benefit the residents, providing them with power and control of the space as well.
The students and the teachers are ready to be in touch with their passions, with what moves them, and are ready to take away from here tools that will help them engage culture in a muscular way.
And you approach it differently after going to CCA. Like, I'm not approaching it with a photojournalist's eye. I've kind of crafted more of a personal vision at CCA, which I find very valuable. So I have pictures of the evangelical right and, anti-war left and Muslim Americans and Homeland Security. So I'm really getting to these questions of our generation.
I have been an artist for 35 years and I've been a teacher for 35 years. And because I'm an active artist and I am always working on my own work, it gives me a great deal of empathy for the ambiguity of being an artist. I'm endlessly exploring it myself. And my own rigor in that self-definition is brought to the classroom. I'm extremely demanding that a student examine their practice.
You work on something for hours, and when they look at your work, they not only see what you've produced, but they can see within that what you're trying to achieve and where you want to go with that, and then can give you direction for that.
When I talk to my students, I tell them directly about what things that I actually go through. Like, I can talk to them about exhibiting their work or how to get their work out there and how to talk to gallery people.
And when they see that you're putting your all, they care. They want to help you get to where you want to be.
At CCA, we encourage students to take as many risks as they possibly can while they're at the college and create a safe environment for them to do that.
I've been able to do video work, performance work, painting, fiber sculpture, textiles, and through that experimentation process, all the things that I'm really passionate about, I've been able to work into this studio practice that I've developed.
Probably the most important thing about art school is being able to express your ideas, not only orally but visually, and then having other people comment back on that, and then there's a dialogue and a feedback.
The studio environment is a great collaborative environment. Critiques are an enormously important part of this process, where students get to play out their ideas in a public or semi-public forum. It's wonderful to see students with faculty discussing paintings in one area, and architecture and design and fashion design and industrial design. And the students get to benefit from a rich environment of cross-disciplinary conversations about their work.
People put their stuff up in the communal nave walls and everybody sees it as they walk by. So it's an open space. Work is always up and you can always see what everybody else is doing.
Discovery and the notion of curiosity is really important. I mean, this is something that keeps you learning, that keeps you fed intellectually, that keeps you energized as a student, obviously, as in this period of where you have to sort of learn, but also later in a career where you constantly continue to evolve.
I believe that we as artists, and the school that's creating artists, is involved with the creation of meaning, with the exploration of meaning. And that is something that's very long-term and has a huge arc and has huge cultural implications. And I can't think of a better way of helping to keep a culture elevated and conscious.
What this place is about at the end of the day is about engagement. It's about passion. It's about learning how to learn. It's about knowing that you will have to change.
You know, it's been 4 years now, and I've been transformed. I've grown so much. I came here straight from high school, and not only have I realized the things that I'm really interested in through art, but I've also developed a lot of resources and connections through teachers and mentors and other students and peers.
I know what I want to do. I have a clear mindset of how I work, what I need to do to get where I want to go.
You get to the end, you've gleaned so much knowledge, you've collected all this stuff everybody's been teaching you, you've looked at so much art, you've become far more self-aware of everything that's going on around you, how other people are doing things, how you are doing things, but now you know who you are, and you've got all these tools inside yourself and all this knowledge about who you are and what you really want to do.
You're really discovering what your interests are and who you want to be in the future as an artist who is exploring ideas. You can affect people in the way that they think of themselves and their environment. And that's a powerful thing.
There's so much that's happened within these past 3 years. But the experience with just seeing myself learn something that I didn't know before and really gaining confidence in it and growing with it and actually doing well with it. And just that growth of not believing that I could to seeing me do it, that's priceless.